Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. The Russo brothers just dropped another cryptic Avengers Doomsday teaser, but based on some similar things going on during the Fantastic Four movie, I think we have a pretty good idea for what's going on in the footage that they did post, so we'll break it all down. The original X-Men who are coming back for the movie said that they don't even have a finished script for the movie that they're filming right now. The story is changing every single day. As crazy as that sounds, this is actually how they filmed Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, and I don't think it affects the particular scene from Avengers Doomsday that they just released online. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the videos. The Russos are going to be doing stuff like this for the next year because they're filming Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars back to back, just like they did with Infinity War and Endgame. But if you didn't see, this morning the Russos posted this footage to their socials with the hashtag Doomsday is coming. Don't worry, you didn't have a stroke. The reason why it's super blurry is because it's an image that was captured from the corner of the camera frame that they're filming with at a great distance. If you've never worked on a film set or if you've never worked with professional cameras, because of their shape, not every single thing that a camera lens, like a really big camera lens, captures is in focus all the time. So the Russo brothers were filming this scene of Avengers Doomsday and just picked part of the raw capture footage off the camera that was not in focus, both to tease a really big moment like, oh, we're doing something really cool here, but to do it without completely giving it away Mark Ruffalo, Tom Holland style. Just because it naturally blurred the text on screen so you can't actually make out the equations perfectly. And as a lot of you probably guessed after we all stared at it for way too long, this looks like a scene of Reed Richards' blackboard inside the Baxter building of his equations he's working on through a new problem inside his workroom. This is what his workroom looks like. The reason why each of the workstations are different colors, the blackboard is the yellow station, or shaped differently, is all because of the 1960s retro-futurism design language of the 828 universe where they live. So part of the movie will take place inside the 828 universe. Kevin Feige already teased a long time ago that some of the MCU heroes will travel across universes to the 828 universe Baxter building. You can actually see the bottom yellowish outline of the wood below the actual chalkboard itself. This looks like his handwriting in chalk on the actual blackboard too.
Blaster. Conventional weapons won't work.
And because of the text caption that the Russo brothers wrote, Doomsday is coming, I think the scene that they're filming here is some of the 616 MCU Avengers characters, the other characters in the movie who travel to the 828 universe, working with Reed Richards while he tries to solve the problem of the incursions. That's his whole thing. Everything to him is a problem that can be solved. Can we solve the death of the multiverse using math? So I think that particular scene is meant to be similar to the scenes we saw in the Fantastic Four movie where he was working on his blackboard trying to solve the problem of Galactus in the case of that movie. Kevin Feige didn't say exactly which MCU heroes would be traveling to the 828 universe, but this other leaked image that came out a while ago might hold a clue. It's John Walker, U.S. agent, in his uniform from the end of the Thunderbolts post-credit scene, which was already confirmed to take place at the beginning of Avengers Doomsday because the Russo brothers are the ones who filmed that Thunderbolts post-credit scene. It wasn't the director of the Thunderbolts movie. They said they literally filmed it on the set of Avengers Doomsday. It was the same thing with the Fantastic Four post-credit scene. The Russo brothers filmed it. They did confirm that it was Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom in that scene with Franklin Richards, and it was on the set of Avengers Doomsday, not on the set of the Fantastic Four movie. So you have John Walker, U.S. agent, fresh from Avengers Doomsday, with the new Torres Falcon in this other part of the frame in his suit that he got during the Captain America Brave New World movie, probably a little upgraded too because it also got partially destroyed during that movie. And down in the right-hand bottom corner, you can see Shuri's Black Panther boot sticking into frame. Letitia Wright also recently said Shuri is going to get a brand new Black Panther suit during the movie, but she didn't say how it's going to change from her last one. They're all standing with Ebon Moss-Bachrach's thing, and the ship itself looks like the same 1960s tactile button design language of their spaceship in the Fantastic Four movie. The only thing is we've never actually seen this particular room before, but the same thing happened when the Russo brothers came on with the other characters during Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. You started seeing different parts of the Guardians of the Galaxy ship that we'd never seen before, but it was still meant to be a similar type of ship. You get the idea. Also, because we saw their ship enter the MCU in the Thunderbolts post-credit scene, it stands to reason that they're able to use it to travel back to the 828 universe with the MCU characters coming with them. If you remember, one of the really cool details of the Fantastic Four movie was that Reed Richards had developed a faster-than-light travel system that their ship docked with and then used wormholes like the Bifrost to travel across the universe. Now imagine he's able to use that to travel across universes, not just through his own universe. We are supposed to see a couple of different universes in the movie, like we're supposed to see the X-Men universe. There was a bunch of footage of that leaked out a while ago. So it's not like the entire movie is going to take place just inside the MCU. Kevin Feige, like I said, confirmed that there will be MCU heroes traveling to the 828 universe and inside their version of the Baxter Building. What it seems like they're doing, like the reason why the Russo brothers are posting this scene at all, is that they're showing Reed Richards trying to solve the problem of the incursions to lead to the comic book Time Runs Out moment where Reed Richards has his big everything dies speech. It's a very iconic comic book moment from that run where he talks to the Illuminati, telling them that as the world's smartest man, there's nothing that they can do. Like he's worked through all the equations and there's nothing they can do. Every universe is slowly going to die. They can slow down the destruction of their Marvel universe, like their main universe, but eventually it will be destroyed too, no matter what. And sometimes everything dies and there's nothing you can do about it. The Russos already revealed that they're adapting part of Time Runs Out for Avengers Doomsday, but it's not meant to be an exact copy-paste of that story, so Doctor Doom's actions will be a little bit different. The way all the heroes come together, the teams that actually form between them, the roster of those teams will be different from the comics. But it's the same basic idea during the Time Runs Out storyline. I think the tagline that they wrote with their post here, their teaser, Doomsday is coming, is meant to refer to the total collapse of the multiverse, like the doomsday of the multiverse is coming. Also at the same time, meant to be a sly wink at Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom, who also has his own plan to save the multiverse. They've already talked about this. Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom doesn't come into the movie thinking of himself as the villain. He thinks that he's saving the multiverse. It's just that his plan is so mad, Thanos style, like Thanos was trying to save his MCU universe, but his plan was very mad. And his plan puts him at odds with the MCU heroes, so Doctor Doom winds up fighting the MCU heroes. Because we're talking about the incursions as the big plan here that's destroying the multiverse, the idea is Doctor Doom probably has a plan to sacrifice different universes in order to save the larger multiverse. And it just so happens that he wants to destroy the MCU, the X-Men universe, and the Fantastic Four's 828 universe, which of course they would not be cool with. There are also a lot of scoopers that are claiming that he's going around trying to kill the people who were responsible for the incursions in the first place. So people like Tom Holland's Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, people in different movies who we know are connected to incursions.
What just happened?
Supposedly, this is also why he was with Franklin Richards in the Fantastic Four post-credit scene, and it's why he'd want to yoink him as well, because he wants to prevent anyone else from being able to use Franklin Richards and his power cosmic to mess with the multiverse. Love all the theories about Franklin touching his face and actually healing his scars so he doesn't have to wear his mask all the time during Avengers Doomsday, like the Russos trying to create a reason for him to not walk around in the mask all the time. There will probably be some big mask rip moment during Avengers Doomsday where you see his face as Robert Downey Jr. and all the heroes from the MCU recognize him as being similar to their friend who they thought died in Avengers Endgame. So in this scene, the Russo brothers posted, the whole idea is that Reed Richards cannot solve the problem of the incursions, like there's nothing he can do. Everything is going to die. That is until Doctor Doom comes along with his crazy, crazy Thanos-style plan. If you remember, the Russo brothers released weird, cryptic, early teasers like this for Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Doomsday. Like there was this picture from inside the Avengers base in upstate New York. People were like, what does this mean? What is going on in the background here? What is this crazy looking weapon device? But when you watch the theatrical cut of Avengers Infinity War, it just meant to be part of Iron Man's technology that he was working on that's just sitting in the background of one of the Avengers rooms while they're having a meeting with everybody else. Literally did not get used at any other point during the movie, like it was just set design, basically, but in context, it was meant to be Iron Man's technology that he was working on. Probably the most cryptic teaser they released was them just taking pictures of each other between sound stages sitting on that chair. There were so many crazy theories that came out about this just because we were a peak Avengers period here when they posted this. People thought they could make out Avengers Endgame in shapes in the background, but the reality of what was actually going on here, like what they were actually doing, is they were just sitting between sound stages. It'd be kind of like them going outside into a hallway and taking pictures of each other with nothing in the actual hallway that was teasing anything, them just taking random pictures of each other in the background. It is still very early days right now, but you've seen a lot of this stuff start to leak out, like actors have started to post pictures. Here is Shang-Chi with James Marsden, one of the X-Men. Shang-Chi with the X-Men training for the movie, so we will see what kind of scenes they have together. Can't wait to see the 10 Rings go up against the X-Men with their powers. They'll eventually all be working together, but I would not be surprised if there are a couple moments early on when different groups meet each other, if they briefly fight each other before they realize that they're not enemies. Like, no, we need to work together. That's part of the fun of jamming all these characters together, is that they fight for a brief moment before they team up. Personally, I don't expect it to get quite as crazy as it did before Avengers Endgame for Secret Wars, but it might get close to that next year. But if you do think you spot any other specific teasers or Easter eggs in the background of the image that the Russos posted from this scene that I didn't talk about during this video, just write them below in the comments. They literally just released a new Avengers Doomsday teaser trailer at D23. That leaked out. I just did a video for it. Click here to watch that. And we have new Alien Earth episodes. My episode 6 video will post next. Click here for that. I'll update the link as soon as I post that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.